Hi, hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today it is a basic beginner friendly embroidery technique for the people who are interested in doing the embroidery from the basic stitch. So here I am introducing some of the basic beginner stitch. Um, so let's begin our tutorial. So here it is, the thread here I used is an anchor embroidery thread, and it is a basic beginner stitches. So here I planning to do a straight stitch. For doing a straight stitch, here I used only the two strands of embroidery thread. So this two strands of embroidery thread is enough for the straight stitch. For doing the straight stitch, it is formed by passing a threaded needle. So this is a threaded needle which is having a thread, and it is used to secure a set of fabric. So one single straight line enough is to holding a set of fabric. That is the main use of this straight stitch, that can be used for doing in the flower embroidery also. So if the minimum thread number will be make the uh, this satin stitch or some of the stitch, it will make more silky in appearance. So here you can see the thread. So with this thread here I am doing a straight stitch. For doing the straight stitch here, one note is there. After threaded the needle, one small knot, and we should keep the needle, thread and fabric. Here I used is the poplin cotton, and the hoop size is the 10-inch. And if having a small tail is there, that we should cut it and make it neat. And here one use a small scissor for doing the cutting in this. So here for the straight stitch, only the single, only this much. So where you want to start, so from there, from the back side of the fabric, we should prick upside, and we should go a straight stitch, and we should prick it to the opposite side, and we should tie it there. Next one is the running stitch. So in the running stitch, it is here in the running stitch, it is a continuous process. Here I am planning to do here, and it is a continuous process, and here we can see a dash 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 like an appearance. So here I am using one thread and a needle, and first we should prick from the downside of the fabric to go upside. We'll make a small straight stitch, it should be go down, pull it full, and we should come back, and move should be up. So same thing we should repeat. And here when we are making the small dash, it should be in a uniform and in a continuous interval. So this running stitch normally we can see for the connecting of the some fabric. So here you know that in machine embroidery or in machine stitching, we will connect the two fabric together. So for this running stitch in the machines and all, using to connect the two fabric. And here in the embroidery, this running stitch, it is mainly used for the decorative purpose, that is mainly in the sashiko embroidery. So if you are checking in my channel, the first set of one embroidery long video, sashiko embroidery, is there I use the specific running stitch for the decorative purpose. So let's start our embroidery. So this is an embroidery thread, it's pink in color. It is pink in color, and it is a 4 strands of embroidery thread. So here passed threaded through the 2 strands and make it as a 4 strands of thread. For doing the running stitch, so here we are passing the needle and thread in and out. So here you can see it is pricked from the downside of the fabric. Hope it is visible. From the downside of the fabric, we should move up, then pull it down. The same distance should be keep it full. So the next set we should move a little front from the down, and we should pick the same length upside. So this same pattern we should continue in a straight line. So here in India, here we are using the same stitch, that is kantha stitch, that is for the preserving of the old cloth. So here the stitches and the underside also in the same uniform continuous manner. It is used for in embroidery, it is used as a sashiko, and in sewing it is used as a quilting and gathering of the material. So this running stitch, there is a history in the running stitch, there is a history that previously in running stitch it is mainly used to preserve the cloth. It is mainly doing in the old cotton fabric. If it is getting older, we are collecting this type of cotton fabric and make it as a new material while doing this type of embroidery design using the running stitch. So here in the running stitch, here we can make the design for the simple straight line, or they can use this running stitch for making the letters, or doing the designs, or quilting the old materials, old cotton materials. So this is the running stitch that is mainly using in embroidery, and for the sewing also to connect between the two fabric. In the case of sewing, we are using this running stitch for the connecting two fabric, and in embroidery we are using this running stitch for making the designing of the embroidery mainly in sashiko and kantha stitch. So here we are saying about the running stitch. If you like this type of basic embroidery techniques, please subscribe and support, and please like, and please check out my channel for the detailed embroidery videos. So for tying that, you can go through the needle through the previous stitch and tie it. Next one is the back stitch. So for doing the back stitch, so next one is back stitch. For doing the back stitch, here we should move the needle and the thread from the front for one stitch, then after that remaining it will be moved to the backward motion. So that is called, it is called a back stitch. So when we are doing the back stitch, here I use the thread, that is 4 strands of embroidery thread, and this back stitch is mainly used same like the outline stitches or same like the outline stitches or letters or other designs, mainly in the stem and down. So here for doing the back stitch, so put a little uh, straight stitch, then after that we should go a little from the downside of the fabric, move upside and prick at the same last point. So here you can see that needle is pricking in the same point and the thread needle is going to the back side. So that's why it is called a back stitch. This back stitch also is used for doing the outline stitches, designs, uh, curve and letters. Sometimes this back stitch also used for the plant stem. So here you can see that the thread and the needle is going to the back side, back to the first point. If you like this type of embroidery video, please like and support, and please subscribe and support my channel. So the thread got over, so we'll take one more. So here I already used 4 strands of embroidery thread. If you like to know more about the materials here I used, just give me a comment and I will do a detailed video about the materials here I am using for doing some of the embroidery. So this is the back stitch. Next one is the couching stitch. For doing the couching stitch, it is also a decorative stitch. Here we used a thick strands of embroidery thread. So here I used this maroon color or wine color, this thick strands of embroidery thread, and its number of thread is 6 strands of embroidery thread. And so here mainly if you would like to see a beautiful couching stitch, we should use the 2 color of embroidery thread. This couching stitch is a decorative stitch. It is mainly used to do the stem of the plant or outline or curves and all. It will get smooth easily. So mainly we will use the 2 color we will use. And when we are doing this couching stitch, there is a uh, perpendicular tacking for the second thread. So this is the main thread, that is the first thread. So here you can see from the downside of the fabric. So for this couching stitch, it's a decorative stitch. So here I used 6 strands of embroidery thread and off-white color, that is 4 strands of embroidery thread. So here the main thread, here the main thread, here I will do like this. First stitch from the downside of the fabric to up, and this one 4 strands of embroidery thread here I used as the second one. So here the second one we will pass through the needle and thread here, just like a perpendicular we should move like this straight, and we should tuck the first thread using the second thread in this manner. So here also we should do this embroidery in a uniform interval. The thread should move in a perpendicular manner and we should pick it down. We can use this couching method using the planned stump, outline stitches or some letters or some decorative stitch also we can use. So hope you can understand that. I think it is clean and neat. So if you like this type of embroidery, please subscribe, like, share and comment and support my channel. So for finishing this embroidery, the long thread, that is this one, we should pick it down and tie it at the back. Both you can tie it together. Next one is a split stitch. So here also I took 6 strands of embroidery thread, 3 plus 3 6, that is red in color. And here in the split stitch also a embroidery stitch, it is resembling a fine braid or a tiny chain. So it is also used for tiny curves or letters or outline. We can use make this split stitch. So for doing the split stitch, after the end product will see it as a small chain. So for doing the split stitch, first we should do a straight stitch. Then on the way we should separate this two. So here the 6 strands of thread is there, so I divide it as 3 3. Then at the center of the stitch should be pull it out. So the final appearance will be like a chain or braided hair. This is the split stitch. In the split stitch here I used 6 strands of embroidery thread. So each one, first we should put a straight line and we should separate the 6 into 3 3. We should divide it into 2, and we should pass the needle into the previous stitch, pull it off. So here we can see a tiny chain or braided appearance. So here this stitch also used to do the outline curves or the letters. So when we are seeing here, you can see a micro chain. When we are doing this twisted stitch, when you are doing this split stitch, after doing the continuous split stitch, the thread is getting a little tangled. So this is the split stitch. Next we'll go to the next we'll go to the chain stitch. So here in the chain stitch, it is also a decorative stitch. Here we are making a loop of chain and it is get anchored in the next part. So let's see in detail. So here I used 6 strands of embroidery thread. So here you can see that I should prick the needle from the downside of the fabric. We'll prick it back in the same point, and in front move a little front, and it should be attached. So I hope you can see that it's a chain appearance. So in the same point we should prick again, move a little front, and we should pull it off. So here you can see the proper chain. When we are doing one stitch, it is better to keep the same distance and shape and the same number of the thread, because it will give a good shape for the stitches. So each time we should make a loop or the circular pattern of the thread, and we should bring the needle from the downside of the fabric and angle it there and make it fix there. If you like to do the embroidery, you should start today itself. If you are keeping it postponed, it will go there and it will not come back. So if you would like to do the embroidery, start your needle right now. So here you can see the beautiful chains. So for fixing that, we should prick it down to the front of the chain. So here you can see that. Good. So here I am showing, see, thread got over, so I am taking the new thread. For taking the new thread, we should separate the thread from the thread set. Each thread should be separate, otherwise when next time when we are doing it will coil it up. So when we are doing the tying at the end of the thread, to reduce its bulk at the end, here this technique is very useful. We should wrap the needle with the thread and we should pull it out. So here a small knot only will make. If you are cutting it, it will be perfect. So let's do the remaining of the chain stitch. So here is the end of this chain stitch. After that we should prick it and tie it there. So this is a decorative stitch, that is chain stitch. Next we'll go to the stem stitch. For doing the stem stitch, it is also a stitch used to do the outline. For that, here I am using the 4 strands of embroidery thread, and I am pricking the needle from the back side of the fabric to front and go a little bit front. Then 1/8 of the fabric should be come back here and turn this needle here. So every time half of the, when we are picking it down on the way, we are should not fully picking the, see here we are picking down, then move a little front, come into perpendicular line, turn this thread here, pick it down, move a little front, turn to the side. So this is a normal stem stitch. It is used for the stem of the leaf or any outline stitches, or stem of the plants, then outline, then some letters also using, and some of the filling stitch also will be used as the stem stitch. So here consistently keeping the thread to the left side. So for closing the stem stitch, we are normally, it will go to the left side and we should secure it in the left side of the stitch. Next we will see about the fern stitch. For doing the fern stitch, here I am using green color thread. The fern stitch is mainly used for the doing some of the leaf pattern, or along with the plants, or some plant motif embroidery and all, we are using the fern stitch. So here in the fern stitch we will use the three straight stitch together. Will show you. So here in the fern stitch, here we are mainly using the three straight stitch. For doing the fern stitch, first stitch will be a little front, then here we made the first straight stitch, next stitch will be here, here, here. So here is the fern stitch. So for doing the fern stitch, it is mainly used in the plant embroidery and designs. So first stitch will be a little down, then here a little bit go front, then here is straight stitch here, next straight stitch here, should be reach here, give me a minute, it got tangled here. So the straight stitch here to here. here. So each time when we are starting the front stitch, we should put a half inch front, and we should move back. Then the same parallel here, we should do one straight stitch here, and here also do one straight stitch. Then it should become here. Here also we'll do the same repeated. So after pricking the center, we should move in the same distance in the right side or left side here. Should pick it here, should come back here. So it is mainly this stitch is used to represent the grass. So here one straight stitch, we'll go to the side, from here to here one straight stitch, and from here to here also one straight stitch. This is the front stitch. For doing the front stitch, should make a straight stitch here. If you like this type of video, please subscribe, like, share, comment, and please support and watch my videos. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed day.